Today's therapy will be based on 4th to 6th graders. We will be going over the concept of same and different. We will be regrouping based on similarities and differences. Together, reviewing why things would belong in the same group, such as the skateboard and the train in the same group because they have wheels. The cat and the dog because they are both pets. Pizza and cake because of them being food. And the bird and the apple would be in the same category because of the color. This is just to be a refresher. By 4th to 6th grade, they share concepts and the regrouping skills. However, with the TBI, the visual get back into focus for them. If they hear cat, they might not put it together why they would be in the same group. So we would go over that, and then after we were done going over that, I would ask a couple of life questions that would make sure that they are understanding the concept of similarities. So I might ask them to look at a couple of pictures, and a TV, the other would be a computer. And I would ask the student, these two items be in the same category. I would give them choices such as a computer and a TV. Would they be in the same category because they both have a keyboard? Or is it because they both have a remote? Or would it be simply because they both have a screen? And the correct answer, obviously, would be a screen. We could also ask questions like, what is the oven and the sink be in the same category? And we could go into a couple of different options why they may or may not be. But the answer that I would be looking for would be both of these items would be found in the kitchen. After we've gone over a couple of life questions such as that, we could maybe go into more detail for the younger 4th graders, talking about my hair color and their hair color. Is that the same or is it different? The type of shoes that we're wearing, are they the same or are they different? So that they can be actively involved with the process. Once we've got a real good understanding of same and different, the younger 4th graders and even the more severe TBI patients, I may use a game like Corkle, where we can items based or the color. And for this game, the students would have 6 tiles each, and they would have to see if they could add their tiles to the existing game board. If they were able to, they would just go ahead and put their tile on the game board, and then they would pick tiles to replace the ones that they've laid down. For a student that is a little bit older or advanced, I might use like same and different. The student would have therapy cards and their markers that would indicate who would go first. For this game, they would roll a dice, move their marker that many places, and then they would draw the cards that go along with that. So for this one, it says, draw 2 cards, tell why they are the same. So the wrench and off the it would be a little bit difficult, but you could say that they both have hardware, maybe they're screws or something that you would use a wrench on the couch. The dog and the snake, they're both animals. So you could play the game with the students that way. They have the same, they have different, they have the bonus where they can roll again. This is just another way that the kids can be engaged and actively expressing why things would be grouped together. For the student that was struggling with either of these games, we would be able to go back to our EET model and we could say, what group are they? The snake and the dog, we could say, what group are they? At that point, they would be in the animal group, and they would be able to group them that way. For a more challenging, I might ask them to not only give me what makes them the same, I would also ask for an example or two of what makes them different. As far as in the regular general education classroom for a student with a TBI, I would personally do more of a multiple choice for tests, filling in the blanks. You could do guided notes as they get into junior high so that you are giving the main topic of what you would be discussing in class, and then the students would just have to fill in blanks along the way with most of the information already being presented, so that you know that the student has all of the information when it comes time for test taking. Visual aids, these are always a great way for kids to be able to trigger back what they're thinking and what fits best. So that's what I would do for a student that has a TBI.